Happy Red Nose Day. I can't breathe with this on. Meep, meep. No one's here yet, so I'm just, oh, there's some people. Hi guys. I got my red nose on for Red Nose Day. It's making my voice sound funny because it's pinching my nose off. Oh, I'm just over here laughing at myself. How's everybody doing? Happy Thursday. Let me just get the... I bought this just special for you guys. If you can't hear, it's on your end. Let me type out. If you can't hear, go out and come back. No sound. Can people tell me if they can hear? I'm assuming some of you can hear me and my funny nose, my funny voice. Let's try that. Okay. Can you guys? You can hear. Okay, perfect. Then, some of you will be able to hear. Some of you can't. I don't know why. Facebook is weird. I'm going to do that the whole time. So it's Red Nose Day. Clearly, I got this big giant red nose. And we are doing, I was really trying to decide what we were going to do for Red Nose Day. And I thought about doing a clown, which, if you have a red nose, you're kind of a clown anyway. But I don't love necessarily clowns. So I have been really wanting to do selfies for a while where we all draw ourselves. I think it's fun. I think it's challenging. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do red nose selfies. So you're going to draw yourself with a red nose. If you, I guess if you really don't want to draw yourself, you could try drawing someone else. You could try drawing me. I'm going to be drawing myself. And the thing you have to remember when you're doing selfies is they don't have to be perfect. In fact, when I flip the camera around, I'll tell you all the things that I don't like about my selfie. But you're just really capturing the essence of whomever you're drawing. And you could use, if you've ever made like a Bitmoji or you made one of the new avatars, they kind of look like you. Use those as an example. This is like really forcing me to breathe through my mouth. It's very bizarre. So if you've done an avatar, you've done a Bitmoji of yourself, you can use that as an example. Look at a picture of that and kind of recreate it. We're also not doing noses because we're just doing these big round circles. So that's, we'll start with those. And yeah, just have fun with it, you guys. Like, remember, it's a caricature. So capture how you wear your hair. I did my hair like this today to kind of capture that, how I'm going to draw it. So capture how you wear your hair. If you wear glasses, put glasses on. I always wear hoop earrings, so I'm always going to do the hoops. Oh my goodness, I'm bouncing my camera all over the place. I'm clowning around. Maybe it's what clothes you're wearing. You just capture your essence and have fun with it. So let me flip you around and I'll show you the drawing I did last night, and you'll see it's like, it's not perfect, but you know, it's me. I'm not perfect either. So here we go. Let's flip you guys around. And when I do, I'm taking this nose off because I will not make it through the whole video. Okay. Woo. There we go. Let's make my nose run. So there we go. There's my selfie. Now, my neck is way too long. My hair should probably be bigger because my forehead's bigger. But, you know, that's generally me. It's the shirt I have on today. It's the big red nose, which is going to make it look funny anyway. I did the space buns in my hair. So all of those things kind of just capture my essence. You make the eyes the color of your eyes. Try and get that a little more centered. So that is my selfie, my red nose selfie. So I actually drew it without the glasses at first. I threw the glasses. It is a big red nose I had on. I drew it without the glasses at first, and I added the glasses later. So I might add those first today. I don't know. You just, you know, again, play around with it. Have fun with it. Look at your avatar, your Bitmojis you've made, and kind of try to recreate yourself that way. I will tell you today I am going to use thinner pencils. So whenever I drew people, I don't do as thick of an outline. So it's same pen, I'm just using a smaller one. But if you only have the bigger one, that's okay. And then I'm just going with colors. My hair now is kind of different shades of brown. I have hazel eyes, so I layered a bunch of colors in there. I gave myself a big red nose, and I commonly wear kind of a pink lipstick. I always wear hoop earrings. And look, here's another mistake I made. It's because I like to show you. I make them all the time too. I think my hair hanging down looks like sideburns, whatever. So I put a earring on this side. Well, then I forgot to draw it on the other side. And so when I did, if you look closely, you can see that there is a line in my earring because I forgot to erase that little line. See, we all make mistakes. But when you're looking at it, you probably didn't even notice that, did you? So don't get too hung up on your mistakes. Have fun with it. And I really, really want to see your red nose selfie. So if you are drawing with me today, please, please share your pictures. I really want to see your drawings of yourself. And if you're comfortable being in the camera with it so I can see you and your selfie, I would love that. In fact, today I am going to take a picture and post it myself because you never see pictures of my art. You just see the videos. So to get started, I am going to start with the nose. That's like my center point. So I'm just going to draw a big red nose, big circle in the middle of the face. Okay, that's my starting point. Now, I have kind of my eye shape. Let me start with one eye. So over here, I'm going to draw an eye. And I just have kind of your traditional eye shape where I'm doing a curved line on the top and a curved line on the bottom. Now, some of you might have more narrow eyes. Maybe your eyes are a little more squinty, so you would just take this line in. You could also do more round eyes. You could make this even more cartoony. Like we've done a lot of cartoon drawings where you do the circles with the circles of light inside. You could do that too if you don't want to do like that more kind of realistic looking eye. And my eyes aren't that big, so I'm going to take this in a little bit, but you just kind of give yourself your general eye shape. And you're going to do one on each side of your nose. So how many here today are going to try to draw themselves while you're drawing with me? I know this is a little different, huh? I always encourage you to kind of enhance your drawing. And this time I'm saying, hey, watch me, but draw your own thing. So there we go. There's the start of my eyes. Now I'm going to put curved lines inside for where the color of my eye is. I already made that super big. I probably would move the eyes in a little bit, but that's all right. I'm just going with it. And then I'm going to do another circle inside of that for the pupil of my eye. And then I still like to give a little circle of light inside of the eye. Now I always have winged eyeliner, so I'm going to extend this line out to a point and bring it in to the corner of my eye. That's going to be my eyeliner. So see, you just do those things that are signature to you. Maybe you always wear heart-shaped earrings. Maybe you always put a certain bow in your hair. Oh yeah, you could do a circle of light on the nose too. And then I'm going to have eyelashes, and they're going to just come on the top of that winged liner. And I usually just bring them like about halfway in on the eye. And again, I'm starting those lashes on the eye itself, so they're right on top of the eyeliner I did. And then I just do little tiny lashes on the bottom, just off into the corner. Now, I'm not too worried about eyebrows for myself because I am going to cover mine. I have bangs and I have glasses. But if you are doing eyebrows, maybe you don't have bangs, you can just do these little lines that come out. Eyebrows sometimes get narrower at the back, or maybe yours are real wide all the way down. You just kind of do a wispy eyebrow shape, or you could even draw an eyebrow in. You can do that too. I'm not going to worry about it because mine are going to be covered by hair and glasses. So I'm going to go ahead now and put the shape of my face. Now, this is another thing. Some of us have really pointy chins. Some of you have really round faces and wide cheeks. Some of you have short faces, long faces. So just do a general shape. I'm going to start it on the outside of my eyes. And I have kind of a rounder face. A little bit of a chin. I drew my face really big today. I'll have room for my lips in here. And then I'll go ahead and I'm just going to take this all the way up to the top of my page. There's my face shape. I know I did that pretty light. But again, maybe you have more curved in cheeks, so you would bring yours in more. Maybe your cheeks come in on the sides. Maybe you have more of a chin, so you could even draw, like you could do the shape of the face and then draw a chin in towards the bottom. And, you know, if you need to, look at a picture of yourself while you're drawing yourself. Or maybe you're drawing someone else and look at a picture of them while you're drawing them. I want ears. So for ears, you can do long ears, short ears, curved ears. Yep, you could use a mirror. Your ears are just a little bit kind of lined up within your eyes. So I'm going to start my ears here on the side. And I'm going to do kind of a wavy line. So I'm going to come up and in and out and then back in. So it's almost like a peanut. Looks like the outside of a peanut in a shell. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. Right at about my eye level. Up, in, out, in. And I made that one bigger, so I'll go ahead and even them out. Just go ahead and make this one a little bit bigger. There's my ears. And now I always wear hoop ears. So I am going to do a that comes out and back. And then I'll do a curve line outside the edge of that. I got 2 reconnection errors, so if you lost me for a minute, I'll come back. So see, there's my little earring. You can do, maybe you wear different earrings, maybe you always wear hearts, or maybe you have some sort of animal, or maybe you don't have your ears pierced at all. So there's my earrings. And then I like to do a little bit of the inside of the ears. So I just kind of follow along this shape on the inner part. Like that edge of your ear and then the inside. And see, that one's bigger than this one, but I can go in and fix it, or I can just call it good because I'll have some hair in there too, covering it. And so now I'm going to add in hair. So I'm going to put, I have bangs, and for now, like I'm going to do pieces, but I'm just going to put the general shape, and mine really come like right above my eyes. So I'm going to start at the side of my ear and just curve around my eyes and go to the other side of my ear. And that's going to be the start of my bangs. And I'll make them somewhat wispy. So again, I'll put these lines in. I'll kind of have it split a little bit right there. Mine often split. And a lot of this I will do just when I come in with the pen, but you can do some general lines just to find the right shape. Maybe you don't have bangs though. So when I actually draw this with the pen, I'm not going to put this line going straight across. That line is just my guide. So when I start drawing in these bang lines, I bring them all to about the same length. Some I'm just going to take a little bit longer. And I'll do like wispy hair down the front and sides. My hair is like never nice and neat. So little wispy hairs down the sides. Now, if you have long hair that you always wear down, you wouldn't even have ears. So you don't even have to worry about the ears, right? You would just draw, your hair is covering all of your ears. So some things you might leave off. Usually if I have my hair up, you can see my ears. If I have my hair down, you can't, so I wouldn't even put them on the page. So today my hair is up and it's in these messy buns. So I'm going to do 2 little circles on the side of my hair. And again, I'm just doing kind of rough lines. They're going to go over my ears a little bit. I'll do some hairs sticking up out of the top, some sticking up. They're always flying out of how I have them twisted to the sides. Yeah, if you wear a ponytail, then you would draw your ears. And then maybe, if your ponytail is typically in the back, I would actually just go ahead and put it, so if I was doing a ponytail, okay, if I had my hair in a ponytail, let's say, I'd have my bangs, and then what I might do, I'll have my ears on each side, and then what I might do is down here at the base of my head, I'll put the ponytail, so it's like you're seeing it down at the bottom. Or you could put like a side pony and have it coming up at the top. Yeah, maybe your bangs go off to the side and then you have like a little clip in them. Maybe you wear barrettes. Lots of different options. So if I was doing a ponytail, I'm probably going to put like a little bit of the ponytail holder down at the base of my head and then have that ponytail coming down. So you'll see it like it's in the back. This is just a rough sketch of it when you actually put it in. Or you could even just have it kind of coming off of each side. Like here's your neck, your body starts, and then you just have it in the back. Let's roll these around. And that works for me for now for my hair. Now I made my eyes really far apart. My eyes are not that far apart, but I'm going to put glasses in now. So I'm going to put the bridge of my glasses 2 curved lines. Does anyone else wear glasses? And then my glasses are kind of an oval shape. So I'm just going to put that shape onto the page. And it might come up into my hair, and that's okay because my bangs actually do cover my glasses some. And then I'll have it come down on the other side. So glasses tend to be, kind of like this pair. They're actually more straight across and then curved at the bottom. So you can hold your glasses if you can see well enough without them and like kind of copy the shape. And mine are like a really pale, pinky clear frame with like gold on the side. So you'll just kind of color them, whatever color your glasses are. And I always do the outside edge of my glasses first. And then I come in and do the inside of the frame. And when I draw my hair, some of my hair is going to cover it. If you have room, you can put the little bars that go behind your ears. Mine you will just see underneath the hair. I'll go ahead and put this other one. Again, my eyes are really far apart in this drawing, but I'm going to leave it. Make it work. Come around this way. Oh, that's two. Maybe yours have more of like a cat eye shape and they come to more of a point in the corner. Maybe you have really round frames. And just the little bar. Maybe you have really pronounced eyelids, and so you could do a line like above your eye for your eyelid. Maybe you have little lines on your nose. You could do more lines on your nose. Some of the things that I will do is, see how I kind of shaded in the nose here? I shaded into the cheeks. I did do cheek lines. I have pretty pronounced cheek lines when I'm smiling, but I try not to do too many of like the lines and creases on my face. I just put those in with color versus just drawing them, because drawing them makes them look really harsh for those of us that maybe are a little more wrinkled, a little more weathered. And I'm going to bring my cheeks in just a little bit. And then I'm going to just put my neck, 2 lines down the side. And then you can finish it off with a shirt or a tank top. I'm going to do a curve line connecting the 2 necklines. Kind of do the collar of my shirt, so I'll do a line coming down on each side and connect that. And then lines going out from my shoulders if you have room. And the last thing I have to do is my lips, and I have very full lips, and I do have that curved shape on the top. Some of you might have, let's see. You have 2 chins. You can put 2 chins in if you want. You can also make yourself look different if you want. So some, if you have like the curved lip, you'll put the curve in. Maybe when you smile, your mouth is always open, so you might put your bottom lip down here and then have rows of teeth. Or maybe you have lips that are more curved. It has just more of that curve on the top and curve on the bottom. That's another lip. Or you know what? We've done tons of simple mouths. You could do just a smile line with 2 little cheek lines. Or just a little open mouth with a tongue showing. So you can kind of make it as simple or as complex as you want. So I have a smile. So I'm going to do the curved line of my smile. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to put the curve upper line of my top lip. Kind of following along that smile line. And then my bottom lip is the more full lip. So I will drop this down lower, kind of towards the middle, and have that fuller bottom lip. And then I do have cheek lines, and they kind of do come from the side of my nose and over. So when I'm smiling, some people get a real, have a real smile in their chin below their lips. You could add that in. You know, look at your face when you're smiling and see, what does your face do? Where do the lines fall? Do you get lines up in your eyes when you smile? Do you always smile and show teeth? Do you always smile and have your mouth closed? So there is my general selfie. And again, it's not perfect. The eyes are way too far apart. They should be like pink in more and have more room here on the sides. They are all going to look silly with this big red nose. Like, it's just going to make every single selfie look goofy. But you're capturing your essence. And if you draw yourself with maybe what you're wearing today, and then when you hold the picture up, it's going to be no doubts it's you. You know, I even ask friends, like, who do you think this is? And they'll say, oh, it looks like you when you have your buns in. So you're just making it look enough like you. And that's what those caricature drawers do. The ones who, you know, they're out at Disneyland or they're in San Francisco. They're just kind of capturing your essence. So I'm going to come in now with a smaller pen and I'm going to outline all of my shapes. I'm going to avoid the temptation to move those eyes closer together. Because you know what? All this is just practice for drawing faces. So if you don't get it perfect, at least you're practicing with a face. Because faces are sometimes the hardest things. They're what people struggle with the most, either faces or hands. So you're trying today, and that's the important part. I know, a bunch of us with Facebook accounts, we all just had all this fun creating our avatars. Half of our avatars don't look anything like us. They just generally do. It's our hair color. It's maybe the size of our body. It's the way our hair looks. But, there's probably 100 other people whose avatar looks just like yours. Doing all of those lashes. I will come in with a different pen and darken up my little eyeliner. You could also do little detail lines inside of your eyes, where you just put a couple little lines in the eye. Those are very faint. I'm not even sure if you can see them. Let's see. And my red nose. I could have drawn that even bigger. When I'm wearing that red nose, you can't even see my glasses. So I could have made this huge and put it all here in the middle of my face. And I'm going to go ahead and put my glasses in. And I will put the top line, even though I'm going to end up covering that with a lot of the hair. And I'm going to show you a trick with the hair outline. I'll do that next after I get these glasses in. I don't do too heavy of an outline or line work when it comes to putting the hair in, because I do most of it with the pencil. So when I come in and do my hair, I'm just going to do, again, I'm not going to do this line that comes across the top. If you have blonde hair or light hair, you're going to do even less of this. But I'm just going to do quick little sketch lines and just put them to get that general shape. You see that? So I'm not doing tons of them. They're very light. Do a little split right there just to get that outer edge in and a couple of the little hair pieces. I'll do the same over here in that bun. So I'm not just doing one big line. I'm like light, touch, 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 just the shape. Do it over here. And then you'll see when we erase, do a little bit of these little flyaways. Some of this down here. So basically, I'm not putting as many lines as I did with my pencil. And I'm not doing solid lines. I'm not filling it all in. And I'm not worried about staying right on top of my pencil either. I'm just kind of putting stuff down so I know where to put the hair when I do the coloring. No, you do not have to put your grays. See, today I'll try to remember to put this earring in. The inside of the ear. Bye. I will put this line in the cheek. And now the chin line, the rest of the face, I'm just doing the lower portion because all of the rest of it will be covered by hair. I'll do this bottom part. So whenever I'm doing faces, I guess I do more of like rough sketching. And then I do more of my detail work with whatever it is I'm coloring with the pen or pencil. So there's the general outline of my face. And now I'm going to come in, I'm going to erase, and you'll see a lot of stuff is going to go away. So I'm going to end up with a lot. Oh, I forgot that ear. Having your own sip and draw. Nice. And I will put a little bit of eyebrow, like kind of hidden inside the hair, but I just didn't need it in pen first since mine aren't really pronounced and they're mostly hidden behind my bangs anyway. You know, again, just kind of making that light sketch of you, and then you'll come in with the color and get all of your details in. When I drew myself last night, I drew myself with how I was going to be dressed today and how I was going to do my hair, because I figured I should follow with the look. Okay, so I do have a couple areas where I want a little bit more black pen, and that's going to be here in the eyeliner, because I do wear this like winged eyeliner. I have for years. So I'm just going to do this like line, make that line at the top of my eye heavier. If you have freckles, definitely put your freckles in. If you're someone with freckles really capture your essence. Maybe yours were just on your nose though, and they're covered now by a big red nose. Or maybe you have freckles on your cheeks. Maybe you have a mole somewhere. You could put that in. I have a mole above my eyebrow, but mine would be covered by my hair. So I'm not going to worry too much about mine. So I'm going to go ahead and start with hair. So I'm going to get a bunch of different browns. I have a terracotta. I have raw umber. I have brown. It's a real fancy name. I have one more. There we go. Dark brown. So I'm going to start with the dark brown. And now is when I'm going to put more of that line work in. So just kind of coming in, coloring. In hair, you do not have to worry too much about coloring in the lines. It's hair. Make new lines. Those black lines aren't your hard line. So you can kind of color in them, out of them, around them. If you're late, we're pretty far in the drawing right now, and we're drawing ourselves. So you can try to catch up, or you can come back when it's all done and watch the whole thing in full. So see how I'm just kind of, some of it I'm doing light, some of it I'm doing dark. You're going to get a little bit of tutorial today on a blending pencil because I'm going to go ahead and use one today. So for those that have been wondering what that does, you'll see I'll definitely do it in the hair. So there's a little bit of the dark brown. Do a little bit more in these buns. And see, a couple weeks ago, I would have drawn myself with some pink and purple hair, But now my pink and purple hair is gone, so I'm just back to brown hair. But if I did that pink and purple, again, that would have really captured what I looked like right then. So now I'm going to come in with a lighter color. I have lots of different shades of brown in my hair. And this one, since it's lighter, I'm just going to kind of color in. Just layer it on top of, in between, fill the white space. I'm going to leave that little split in my bangs right there. And fill some in here. In the buns, since they're circular, I'm kind of coloring in that circular motion. And then in these wispies, I'll just add a little bit of that color. If your hair is blonde, you're going to want to use more of like yellows. Yellows or creams. But if you don't have very many colors, then make it solid. Make it one color. You don't have to have tons of different colors. Let's come in with this one. Same thing. Just going to add a couple layer lines in here. It's all about just practicing a new technique, practicing drawing something different. You know, I refuse to do any sort of like face for the longest time. And now I do them. I don't, they're not perfect, but they work. Art doesn't have to be perfect. Nor does it have to be totally realistic. So there's more layered color in, and then I have one more. It's another kind of red. Scribble a little bit of that in there. And I want some white space at the end of my bangs, but more solid inside the hair, because bangs are kind of wispy, right? So you're going to have them kind of wisping down. I want a little bit darker. Just layering and layering and layering until it looks like how I want it to. Or until I say, that's it, I'm done, that works. That's good for now. And I'm going to say that right now. That's good for now. A little darker at the root. There we go. Now, my glasses, I am doing this very pale pink. That's kind of what my glasses are. They're kind of like a pale pinky peach clear color. So this is the closest I have to it. I'm also going to use this same color when I do my cheeks. So I'll put that in. And the bridge of the nose, which is way fatter than mine, but that's okay. And then my earrings and the little edges of my glasses, I'm going to do a gold color. There it is. It's hiding. And see, most of that is covered by hair, but I'll just go ahead and put it in there so you still just faintly see it. And then the earrings I'll go ahead and color in solidly. And my earrings are actually silver today, but the gold works. I didn't have my silver metallic handy, so I'll just do them gold. And I definitely want to color in my pupil. I forgot to do that part. So I'm going to color this center part in black. And leave that little white circle. I'm actually making it a little bit smaller than I had it. Now this part of my eye, I'll leave white. You know, you could come in and do that tiny little detail in the corner. We all have that little piece in the corner of our eye. And my eyes are more of a hazel color, but they really look more brown when you're just looking at them from a distance. So I'm going to start with just coloring them in like a lighter brown. If your eyes are blue, you'll color them in blue or green. And again, if you have kind of a couple different colors going on in your eyes, as most of us do, you can kind of layer colors on top of each other. If you're using pen, just remember to always start with your light color. So do your light color first. I mean, I'm even doing that with pencil, but you can't really layer light on top of dark. It's easier to layer the other way. Now I need that darker brown again. And with that darker brown, now I'm just going to kind of color, just do some lines. So I'm not coloring it solidly again. I'm just adding some darkness inside the eye. Just some detail. And I bet some of you do this and you're going to blow mine out of the park. I mean, that already happens. Some people are just naturally very, very good at doing faces. Some of us struggle more with it, but I still think it's important to try. Try to step out of your box. Try to step outside of your comfort zone. Do something a little different. I'm going to put a little tint of green here and there in my eyes for the hazel. And so see, can you see that? I've just layered colors on top of each other. Now, another really fun project, and I talked about this really, really early on in my drawing. I actually think I gave it as an idea to do over the weekend, is to do blind self-portraits. So how you do those is you need to do it with someone. So find a buddy. This is a really fun activity to do even with buddies who aren't in your house. So if you are doing Zoom with someone and you put a piece of paper in front of you and you look at the person on your Zoom screen, or if they're in the room with you, maybe they're across the table, and you draw them without looking at your paper. So you do just kind of a total blind self-portrait, or a blind portrait. So you look at the person's nose and you just start drawing the nose, and then, oh, here are the eyes. And you just try to get the spacing in of where they're really funny. They're really funny and they're really fun to do. That is a very fun activity. I know a lot of you Zoom with friends. For those of you that are older, maybe you have a glass of wine or two and then you do it. You will laugh. Like your ears will be on top of your eyes. Like you think you have it down. Like, okay, the ears are right about here. And then you'll look at it and you'll just start cracking up because it is very hard to do it blind. But it's funny. That's the thing with self-portraits or any sort of portrait. It might be hard for you, but it's fun. And in the end, maybe it's even funny. It gives you something to laugh about. So try that. Try that with a buddy. It can be a buddy in your house. Maybe it's your sibling. And if it's your sibling, you each get a piece of paper and you look at each other. You don't take your eyes off each other, but you don't get to look at your page. And you just sit and draw each other without looking, without seeing where does the eye go, where's my nose. You just try. And it ends up abstract art, and it is super, super fun. I'm gonna get that nose all colored in, super bright red. Turning my paper upside down. It's easier to get the shape of that nose. So those of you who are here doing your self-portraits, how are you doing? And did you give yourself a red nose? Have you said, I quit yet? I hope not. I hope you did it. Even if you think it looks awful, I hope you did it. And I hope you share it because that's really the funnest part. And I think what you'll find is that, again, we're our worst own critics. Just have fun with it. If you think it looks terrible, laugh at it. Good. I'm glad you're having fun with it. That's the important part. So I'm going to come in with this kind of light peach color, and I'm going to color in my skin. Again, you just kind of pick. If you don't have as many colors, just pick close. But maybe you're more tan or you're more light brown, or maybe you need to blend two colors to kind of capture your skin tone. I'm going to layer some pink on my cheeks, and I'm going to layer a little bit of color on above my eyes for my eyeshadow. Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait to see. Definitely share. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see these because I think people don't try drawing faces enough. I mean, you might do really cartoony faces like we did with like Frozen and things like that. But, when you're trying, this is like caricature face. A little less cartoon, a little more like caricature. And it's just a really fun thing to practice. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. And some people are just really fun to draw. I've met people in my life who, as soon as I see them, I have to draw them because they're just so full of character. And so a lot of times I'll end up just drawing that person and giving them the picture, and, you know, they might look a little goofy, but nobody ever says, oh, that's awful. That doesn't look anything like me. Usually they laugh and they love it. So some people are just meant to be drawn. I want to order the pencils. How long did it take? Okay, the pencils it took about, I had them in a week, I would say, within a week. It wasn't that long. I ordered them one week and got them the next. Yeah, it was pretty quick. Pretty quick. I'm just trying to fill this as much as possible. I'm going to layer another little bit of color in here, but I'm trying to have not too much white space in the back. I don't think you guys can barely see this on the screen, can you? It's like a very light peach. But what I am going to do is here in the cheeks, I'm going to color it darker. Push a little bit harder with my pencil. Do a little dark here by the eyes. A little darkness here, like where my actual nose would be. If you have some like wrinkles on your head, you can put those in. Like I have some wrinkle lines on my forehead. Oh, you got birds out of your garage. I'm going to color it a little bit darker down here on my neck. Just doing a little bit of shading and shadowing. Maybe I have some bags under my eyes today. I could go a little bit underneath the eye. If you have more sunken in cheeks, you can also do a little bit more here in the cheek. I usually do this ear a little darker, that center middle part of the ear. And I'm going to come in with a pink. Where'd that pale? There it is. And do pink in the cheeks, because I always wear blush. Pink on this cheek. Some people just naturally have, maybe you even have more of a red tone to your face. Again, I don't think you guys can see that very much. I can see it on my side, but I don't know how much you guys can see that. And I'm going to do a little bit darker shade of pink so it doesn't blend with my glasses, and just give myself a little bit of eyeshadow up above my eye. Lisa, the pencils, if you're ordering those, make sure you get yourself a set of blenders. None come in that set. So make sure you get some blender pencils. You'll really want them with those pencils because they're very soft and they're very easy to blend. So again, this is that blender pencil. And I'm going to take it and go into the hair. So see how it's just kind of blending the hair together, taking out some of the white space. That's what a blender pencil does. It kind of fills in a bit. like to use them a lot in hair. I like to use them whenever I'm layering a lot of colors on top of each other. I like to come in with the blender, just kind of blend it together a bit so it's not so lined and there's not so much white space in the background. Same in the buns. I'm gonna come through. And if you're coloring in pencil and you don't have a blender pencil and you don't want to get a blender pencil, just use your white. So all pencils come with a white, and the white pencil will do very close to the same thing. It'll just blend your colors together. So, because a lot of times you get that white and you think, what is this white for? I can't color anything white. The white will help you blend. And then I could also blend in the cheeks a little bit. Anywhere that I did that, like shading, you can do it in there. So just anywhere where you're kind of shading and layering colors. And then I have my t-shirt today is yellow in the collar. And yellow in the sleeves. And black in the body. Kind of having a hard time getting the edge of that page since I still have it in my book, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. There we go. Let's do that. My page was flipping all over the place. And then it's black in this body area. And there we go. There is my red nose selfie. Looks a little bit different than the original, but not too much, just a little bit bigger head. And again, I know that I need to practice my eyes, bringing them a little closer together. But this time I made the face shape better, made the neck a little bit shorter. So just do a little adjustments each time. And lastly, I'm just going to write my name. I'm just going to do it right here along my face. And my age. And where I'm from. And today I'll go ahead just right after this and I'll post a picture selfie with my selfie. With my red nose selfie. I don't have any announcements today. I don't have any birthdays still on my list. Make sure you take a picture with your picture or just take a picture of your picture if you don't want to be in it and post it onto our page. You can also share it on Instagram. I'm excited to see your selfies. Practice those blind selfies with a friend. I promise you'll have fun. It's a really fun activity to do. And tomorrow we are drawing at 10 a.m. and it is our graduation drawing. We're drawing Pete the cat for our graduation drawing. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you so very much for drawing your selfies with me. I'm excited to see your red nose selfies, and I will see you all back here tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye, guys. Thanks for drawing with me.